Hey guys, Infidel 1258 here. Today I'm going to play 3 to 5 ranked battles, trying to get ahead of my daily grind in Splinterlands. I'm fighting in Modern. I'm shooting for a diamond leaderboard spot. Last season I made the diamond leaderboard. I finished 32nd, I believe. But this is a different season with Modern, including Rebellion cards, which I do not have. So we'll talk about Rebellion a little bit while we're fighting. We'll talk about land because I'm going to check in and out quickly. But this is first and foremost a rank grind video. If that sounds interesting, stick around, stay tuned, like and subscribe. And if you're new to my channel, my name is Dwayne Cunningham. I go by Infidel 1258, and I cover Splinterlands because this game has changed my life, and I think it could change yours. So if that sounds interesting, stick around. Let's get into it. So yeah, I'm fighting away, and in the first half of the season, I usually kind of bounce back and forth between Wild and Modern. Usually, I don't want to fight too hard in the league I'm taking seriously at the beginning of the league, at the beginning of the season, because you know, what happens at the beginning of the season is you see a reset of your rank position. And so you end up fighting the best of the best from your league who have been bumped down with you into that similar spot. So you start over at whatever threshold, and you're literally facing off against giants. Like, I don't care what league you're playing in, you're playing the best of that league. And so the first few days can be a gong show. And so I will skip the first 4 or 5 days, mostly, for the most part, from the league that I'm taking seriously. And I will face off in the wild just to get some daily rewards, to get some, you know, much earned daily chests and have some fun over here. And meanwhile, it allows me to then keep my diamond rating in wild as well as modern. And then at the end of the season, if I am lucky enough to achieve a leaderboard position in modern, and I don't want to forfeit that, I will move into wild, because you'll often reach the leaderboard rank position you want, and then you don't need to keep fighting and risk losing it for the last day or two. And so then I'll come into wild and I'll finish the season here. That way I ensure a good amount of the season chests. I get my daily rewards, and so I play both. Today we're going to focus on modern, but yeah, I've definitely found this season to be different. This time last year I sort of cruised up from this rank position in like middle diamond into that high diamond 1 category very easily. And you know, there were some key rentals. I think at this time last season, I think I might have rented Kitty, but you know, Kitty's not in the modern any longer. Now we're looking at the Rebellion cards. I'm gonna claim these in a second, but yeah, you know what? Let's claim these, and then we'll go have a peek at the rentals. Because as I said a moment ago, last season I rented some in modern to cruise ahead and really claim some space, but it's not viable right now. Rebellion cards are far more expensive from the rental market than I would have initially believed or imagined. And so as a result, 72 SPS, let's go. Love that. Love that. I saw today on Twitter, we've burnt up 32 million SPS in like the last few weeks, I want to say. And DEC is being created, guys. Like, look at this chart right here in the middle. That's the DEC, how many DEC existed. This line used to be like a steep downward angle, this line right here. But it's flattening out because this peak over here keeps growing. And you see how dramatic each of these little bumps was a season leaderboard payout. And this little bump, I remember we were talking like, oh, DEC is being printed. It's almost not visible, because as we've returned to peg, or almost peg, we really started, and SPS is pumping, so people are like, yeah, I'll burn some to get some DEC because of land, because of Rebellion packs, whatever the case may be. And I'm part of that too. I've burnt a few hundred, not a lot, but a few hundred, just for a few DEC here or there. Anyways, I digress. Let's go see the leaderboard, or the marketplace, because the Rebellion cards I've noticed are quite valuable, and they're retaining their value. So my Rebellion cards are worth $533, and I bought 120 packs of Rebellion, which is to say $480 worth of Rebellion cards. And yet I have more than, and I sold about 30 bucks worth of cards, but then to be honest, I then took that 30 bucks and put it into a different card. So really, you know, that's interesting though. Like, I think that means that the Rebellion packs are holding value. Let's see, pack value. Let's see what the rebellion, one rebellion pack, call it $4, use both portions, guild discount. I do have guild discount. Oh, but I already have the potions. Gold cap. Boom. So the estimated value, the estimated rebellion pack value is $4.22. Estimated value of the basic pack, $1.42. So it's saying like if you buy, if you can afford a decent amount of rebellion packs, like to the point where odds and numbers start to take hold. Like if you buy one pack, anything can happen. You might get a legendary gold foil. You might more probably get 4 commons and 1 rare. You can't expect to have the law of large numbers on your side unless you buy a number of packs. But if you buy 100 packs, 200 packs, 500 packs, I bet these numbers are going to prove relatively true, which is to say that, let's see what the cards are going. Because if you got free potions like I do, because you play at a high level and the game gives you tons of potions, and if the rebellion packs are where I imagine they are, let's see, market, other cards. Rebellions, ooh, rebellion pack, $3, man, $4.04 for a rebellion pack, which is to say a 20-cent possible, you know, bonus there if you have the free potions. But this is $1 more than it was 2 weeks ago. Like during the pre-sale, these packs sold for less, which is what I said would happen, because during the pre-sale there was market forces that were pushing it down, namely the packs where there was an opportunity to fight for the top 6 legendary summoner design. And so you had people buying thousands of packs and then liquidating them for a loss, only to then reinvest and buy more packs so they could fight for that leaderboard title. And so that was the sell pressure moment for Rebellion at this moment so far. Now there might be more sell pressure in the future. I think that's going to be dependent on one factor that I talk about in a different video. I'm not going to go too far. It's out. You will have already seen it by the time I'm recording this video. That video will be out in 3 hours. I'm talking about Rebellion cards. I'm talking about how many packs I think are going to sell and what my plan is for that. You'll have to watch that video. Check it out. But I'm interested, of course. I want more Rebellion. I can't get them. And like I said earlier, the rental card, the sale value is holding, and therefore the rental card value is holding. If you note, you come in here and you look at the rental market, you look at Rebellion cards, and you come in and see, let's just see what summoners are going for. I want max level. Look, there's only 2, there's literally 2 summoners from Rebellion that are available. The poison guy, it would be interesting. Honestly, it would be interesting to try. And then Prophet Rosa. 500 DEC each. To give you some sense of what this DEC is comparable to, last season, you know, often I will fight in the alpha beta phrase for my guild. And when I do, I rent some of the most expensive summoners in the game for 100, 200, 500 DEC for a day. And we're talking like Valnamore, usually 300 to 400 DEC a day. Selenius Guy, 50 DC a day. Archmage Arius, 300 DC a day. Kitty, about 1,000 DC a day, at least last season. I don't know about now. And so Yoden, about 400. Prince Rin, about 300. Ryder, about 150, maybe 200. Emberstone, 100, 150. These are amazing, super rare, super powerful summoners. And yet these price points are far, or at least last season from a rental perspective, were far less expensive than these. And it's simply a matter of supply and demand. The packs haven't been sold, therefore they haven't been opened. And even when they're open, the people are using them for themselves. They're not rushing to the marketplace to rent them. Even if, you know, this is interesting though, there's serious opportunity. If you could buy the packs to open the packs, and if you want to sit on the cards, there could be some rental opportunities. I think this option is more if you can afford multi-thousands worth of packs. Like if you can get 2, 5, 10,000 packs, which some people can do, you know, $40,000 sounds like a lot of money, but I mean, there are people in the last bull market that did this kind of thing. In a moment like right now, that is obviously a play. If you had access to that sort of resource, if you believed in Rebellion, if you believed in Splinterlands in the future, to acquire them at this price, you know, $4 is what I showed you on the non-card market, but that's really the price it is anyways. with voucher discounts, because, well, roughly. And so, you know, you could get that from Splinterlands like today if you wanted, if you had the current US currency, and then you could start putting together some decks and start generating some serious revenue. Like, I mean, again, this is literally the only two, and I assume that there are others that are being rented and they're just maybe the same or slightly lower. So maybe you can't count on 500 from this guy, but you can count on, you know, significant rental returns as compared to other cards because lack of supply. That'll be a diminishing return though, because you'll see more and more supply come online as the packs sell, and that'll, you know, that'll pull down the price profitability on rentals as well as sale value, I would think, toward the middle of release, but that's going to be dependent on how many packs sell. All that to say, long introduction before we even fight some battles, because really I just want to frame that I'm not currently positioned to enjoy the Rebellion set, but I will get there one day. So let's fight some battles and then we'll wrap. We'll do 3 battles since we had a nice little intro conversation. Slow going first, noxious fumes, everybody's got equal hit points. I find right now I don't know where to go. I don't know, you know, my usual go-tos have been totally torn up, totally changed, totally, and then my screen is more complicated because I'm now looking at all these different summoners that I can choose from. Of course, I don't want to choose from them with these low levels. I'm leaning a lot on Helios Matriarch because of the gladiator ability, the capacity to produce a gladiator, plus the speed's always nice. I'm playing a lot of Helios Matriarch and a lot of Immortalis because I know them, but then Helios Matriarch opens doorways for me to get a lot of other things in there. I'm thinking Death because the Death has a couple Bloodlusters, but I also like a green blood. So I'm thinking Bloodlust. Take advantage of Bloodlust. So if we could get, I could put her up front, and she's got close range. One of her weaknesses is lack of hit points, but she wouldn't have to worry about that. But then over here I have Cora with the immunity at level 3. That's obviously interesting. But slow goes first. Oh, I don't want to play that then. This is pretty interesting to me. Slow goes first. Double strike. So one of her weaknesses is that. Yeah, we're gonna probably play that. Yeah, we're gonna probably play that. Okay, so we'll start there. And we're gonna go change up the speed so we can organize by speed. We definitely want to. You need tank heal whenever the whole team has equalizer. Boom. Boom. You need lots of heal and sort of support. Yeah. Now, I think the only thing I need to switch here is... I don't think Masilic Infantry is the play. Who is the play? I'm even inclined to try Rooney maybe, because it'll have... Oh, I gotta decide right now. I might regret that, but we're gonna go there. Agor. Agor's a beast. I like the Cane Haste. Obviously, this card is usually 2 hit points. That's obviously its main weakness, but not in this context. I have double heal. I wish he didn't bring any affliction. Amazing. Because that would be one of the ways I might have been worried. I think we win, just because I have more support than he does, like in terms of heals. But mind you, it looks like he has more damage output than I do. So no, I think I feel good. I've got triage, I've got taunt, I've got resurrect, I've got 2 heals, I've got affliction. Mind you, he has his tank is immune, but nonetheless, I think we're good. Yeah, and yeah, we're gonna be good. I usually don't lean on massive monsters like this within the Equalizer rule set because, you know, if my opponent brings out little 4-mana monsters and, you know, then, and monsters like Cane Haste are going to disproportionately benefit when I bring out a 14 hit point monster. Do you see that? Because I'm bringing the biggest monster on the field. I'm giving that many hit points to everybody else on the field, my opponents included. But for me, in this context, because I prepared with 2 healers, with a triage, and even an affliction that would affect my opponent, plus a resurrect for my team, all of that meant that I wanted to make sure I had substantive hit points. And additionally, because there was 49 mana, you have to think through the fact that it's not as if I need to worry about my opponent using Chaos Agent for 1 mana and, like, you know, lots of 1, 2, 3, 0 mana monsters. They're gonna also choose big monsters to the extent that they're capable. And so you don't need to worry too much about giving them the advantage of putting 1 big hit point monster and letting them, you know, use that against you. If it's a 15 mana match, if it was an 18 mana match, and I could do Summoner 3 mana and, you know, 15 on my aggro Longtail, that would be a terrible decision, because I would be giving 14 hit points to every one of his 1 or 2 or 0 mana monsters. That's where you'll lose. But with a big mana pool like this, you it's almost more expected, almost more possible for that to work. Plus I had it well supported with the heals, the triages, etc. And so we're good here. I'm just gonna skip it. 35 RP up. Play a couple more. While that's loading up, I just want to pull up Splintercoach. Oh. What's going on right now? Well, I don't want to... Okay. Back to basics, sneak attack. So you don't want to use avoid archery. I think I want to go magic. Looks like my opponent's got very one-track mind. This is a pretty interesting place to play Grandmaster Wraith, because I can use a... Oh, no, I can't anymore. I was going to say I could use a taunt, but the taunts I was expecting to use is gone. And they don't... Oh, yeah, they're back to basics anyways. Okay, so let's move away from that. I think we're going to go Obsidian even. Look at Lord Thanalor at level 1. 4 speed, 3 damage. Yes, it's 12 hit mana, but not the end of the world. It's they all got sneak. That's the other thing I got to worry about. So I just want to take my fast ones, and then in the event he doesn't take melee monsters and maybe he just focuses on magic, I wouldn't mind throwing this guy in there if I only need 1 more mana. Let's see what I can do. I want speed, speed, speed. Tempted to go Lurking Puffer. Just give myself 6 hit points on the back line. Yeah. I think I need to do that. I might regret putting Vampire back. Yeah, I might have done better by putting the Vampire bat at the back line. He has the speed too from the ASIC. Let's see if this is enough. I mean, he's real fast. We need to melt. I need, if my archery somehow misses Tusk, if my melee physical damage misses Tusk, I'm in big trouble. I think we nuke him. I think we nuke him. So 11 of his damage output just fell onto my backline reverse tank. That's a huge kill. Now they are going to kill her. I think this round, not this round. Okay, good. Oh, this round. That's too bad. I wish I could have got one more off. Thanalor, that's a big kill. Oh, that's a huge miss, man. What happened there? He had a 10% chance to miss me. Wow. I'm sure Buddy is not a happy man. And that was literally the miss that, oh, he's still gonna get me. Isn't he? Yeah, he is. Flap. Unless he could have missed out, but that 10% miss would have been icing on the cake if that was the reason I ended up winning. Okay, one more. Arrows only blast. Low mana. Arrows only. They changed the poison logo and it's taken getting used to it. That's almost the like Cole's notes of where we're at right now. All of this is taking getting used to. That's where my head's at. Wouldn't mind. They don't have close range is the problem. This is like not the play. 3 hit points is just not enough. I'd rather go this way and put her up front, but I think we could try and get evasive. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna try and martyr our way into yeah. We're gonna try this. I put the Venari Seedsmith in the back line because it does the most damage of all my archers. I put the Naga in the second spot because the Venari Mark's Rat will die, martyring for the Naga. And when the Naga gets that much speed buff, maybe it stays alive. Probably not. It's not that fast. The blind is over here in the fungus, so I do have a blind to support the Naga. Let's see. He also has the scatter shot acid shooter. Hey, it's Hawks. And he brought the reflection shield over here, so that's going to be dangerous. With the 5 bomb and the 6 speed. Eesh. And if he gets in first spot, what I need is my acid shooter to drop a poison right on that runic Skyclaw on turn 1, which would be a huge recipe for success. Let's see. He's got a sniper and yeah, and he absolutely nuked me on turn 1 too. I would have loved to see a miss on at least one miss. Oh, and then I miss too, by the way. I do have a blind also, by the way. And he gets the Marty. Come on, my guy. If he hits another one, if the blind doesn't show up hard on this round, I'm done. Like, no. The runic Skyclaw with the big bomb. Now he doesn't have close range, but I'm not really gonna. Can I drop a poison? He's got. I need to get a poison off, like on one of these back line. If I can't shoot him, that's an irrelevant affliction. Yeah, I mean, I guess that's cool, but. I'd love for him to... Yes, that's a huge poison. Now we just have shots. That's a huge Marty too. Let's go. Let's go. Quantity versus quality. Now we just take our shots. So he's got the speed advantage, but of course it's not so much. And we got the double poison and the win. Round 8. Appreciate you, Hawks. GG, my brother. 34. So see, we get like the huge rank point bonuses this time of the season because some of the better players, Hawks included, he's already into the champion range, like fighting for champ. I bet he's a leaderboard guy too. I don't know, but that was a 5 SPS win right there. So many cool things right now. Rebellion's exciting. I didn't even touch on land. I wanted to say some things about land. It's too much. We tackled a lot with the marketplace, with the Rebellion cards, the Rebellion packs, the Rebellion rentals, maybe opportunities to buy packs to reduce liquidity either for rentals or for sales. This is an exciting moment. If you're paying attention to Splinterlands, this is an exciting moment, and I hope you're enjoying it. I certainly am. Have an amazing day. Drop your comments below. I read them often. Have a great day, guys. Bye.